I wonder how many people this cop pulled over and arrested and sent to jail because they were driving under the influence. Donnie Rapture put out a video, and I really appreciate this because he does put out fresh body cam videos. This comes from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, who pulled this boater over for going too fast in a no-wake zone. Turns out this guy is a deputy from Polk County Sheriff's Department. The Polk County Sheriff's Department is headed by your favorite tyrant and mine, Sheriff Grady Judd, who pretends to love the Constitution, but violates it every chance he gets, even though he comes off as one of the good sheriffs. And Polk County has had its share, and Florida law enforcement agencies have had their share of DUI deputies and police officers. This right here is Hillsborough County deputy arrested for BUI, that's boating under the influence. That's not the guy we're going to look at. The guy we're going to look at is somehow anonymous. I did a search for him on the internet. You can't find his name. Grady Judd hasn't said anything about him as far as I know. This right here is a 52-year-old Clinton Ormsby who stops by a Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission officer just after 10 p.m. after the officer saw his vessel operating without navigational lights displayed. So he was boating under the influence. This guy right here, Polk County deputy, arrested after showing up to work drunk. He was 27 years old, and then he resigned soon after. And now we're going to watch this guy right here. But there's a couple things that I want to say first. And the first thing is, one of the dumbest things you can do is drive under the influence. Another dumb thing that you can do, which is worse than driving under the influence, because you know your vessel's rocking back and forth, making things worse, throwing off your equilibrium, is boating under the influence. Another dumb thing that you can do is become a police officer. But the dumbest thing you can do, or let's just put it in the class of moral versus immoral, one of the most immoral things you can be is a FWC officer. It seems like they're even worse tyrants than state troopers, and we know how bad they can be. So let's go ahead and start this video. This guy does end up blowing a 1.5 to, I'm sorry, 0.15 to 0.16. So he's twice the limit. He does end up getting arrested, but I want to show you this stupid field sobriety test and how dumb do you have to be a cop and submit to a field sobriety test. In this case, a water sobriety test. So let's take a look at this.
Once you get yourself alongside, I'll give you this to hold on to, okay? You got it? There you go. You can go ahead and turn the engine off now and just pull yourself in.
By the way, we're going to watch this at 1.25 speed just because it's a 14-minute video. We're not going to go through the entire thing. We're just going to hit the highlights, and we'll make some hopefully proper judgments about the administration of a field sobriety test, whether it's on a cop or not.
Okay, so I'm Officer McCormack with Fish and Wildlife. Do you know why I'm stopping you?
Maybe because I was above the posted speed, just above that sign?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that sign back there.
What is rule number one when you come into contact with cops? This cop should know what rule number one is. Rule number one is when you come into contact with cops, don't talk to cops. Rule number two is if you forget rule number one, just don't talk to cops. And then when they separate, you definitely don't want to talk to cops because they're trying to get a different story so that you can tell different stories so they can do something to you for lying. Oh, you're obstructing our investigation, are you? Don't talk to cops.
You were on plane. You passed it, okay. And you finally came down after I came around and called you over.
Okay, my bad.
It's idle all the way in once you hit that sign. See the speed of that boat right there?
Yes, sir.
That's the speed you need to be going to.
So just so you know, I do have a firearm in my council right here.
Okay.
Signal 0.
Okay, gotcha. All right, just as long as it stays there, I'll be good. All right, so could I see your license and the registration for the vessel? If we want, what we can do is I'll take this right here, I'll tie it around this, that way to hold it in.
Yes, sir.
Where are you guys coming from?
Lakeland, Polk County Sheriff's?
No, I'm saying where are you coming from today?
Oh, we were at the sandbar all day.
Okay, gotcha.
We didn't do any fishing.
Okay.
Where are you coming from? Polk County Sheriff's. So he's already trying to tell the FWC officer, hey, I'm one of you. I'm part of the Thin Blue Line. That's number one. That's the first time he tried to pull his I'm a cop card.
Okay.
There's number 2. Going out of his way to show him his nice shiny badge.
And what else is it?
The registration, sir.
I want to say the registration I have in my truck.
You have it in your truck?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could I see a life jacket and sound producing device? One life jacket for each person and a sound producing device, please.
Open the hatch. May I go up there?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah, I'd like for you to do it for me.
Sit down.
I just bumped it up to 1.5.
What is the rope that you just pulled out for?
Just to tie the boat off the dock.
Okay.
Where's Gigi's life jacket?
She has it on.
Okay.
Hey, my son's out there.
Okay.
And I got a throwable.
Okay. Could I see a sound producing device and a fire extinguisher, please?
My signal 0?
Okay, yep. Can you see if you can identify the numbers? If you can, just write down on this for me. Go ahead and take it out of the box for me. Okay, so what I'm doing on this is I'm checking to make sure that it's in the green.
Yes, sir.
The year is not more than 12, and then making sure that it's Coast Guard approved. Okay, there's that back for you. All right, thank you. Yeah, you good to put that back. Were you guys with anybody else, or was it just you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been out for?
Since about 8:30.
8:30?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's that? Do you have numbers displayed on your vessel, sir?
Yes, sir, I do. They're,
Yeah. I got it.
How far up are they?
right about around the speaker.
Right about the speakers?
The center side.
Okay, gotcha. Any coolers or live wells, sir?
Just that cooler in the front hatch.
May I take a look?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
All right, show me how we access that then.
Open it up, Papa. Open the hatch. Pull the strap. Yes, sir.
Okay, good, awesome. Did you guys do any fishing today while you were out? How was the sandbar over there? Was it busy?
It was
Very
busy.
busy.
Yeah.
I would just want to say, because we see a lot of cops in this kind of shape, I would just say Boobus Americanus.
Busy. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you put that stuff back in there. All right, give me a second, all right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right.
Never, ever, cops will tell you this, ex-cops will tell you this, lawyers will tell you this. Your attorney, if you had him on the phone, what do you mean you want to take a field sobriety test? Absolutely not. Under no circumstances, don't do that. Don't talk to cops. Don't admit to anything. That's what your lawyer would say.
So what I'd like you to do is sit straight at the front edge of the seat. Put your arms about...
Can I give this to my girl?
You sure can, yeah, go ahead. You can, and I'm going to be looking in your eyes too, so if you want to take your glasses off, you can do that too. You can set them down to the side, whatever was comfortable for you. All right, you're going to sit on the front edge of the cooler right there. Put your arms down at your side. Put your feet about shoulder width apart, so you're comfortable and stable. Are you stable?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do not move your feet until the tasks are over. Stay in this position and do not do anything else until I tell you to do so. Do you understand? Yes, sir. So I'm going to be checking your eyes. I need you to hold your head still and just follow the stimulus. The stimulus is going to be right here with your eyes and your eyes only, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, right here, only with your eyes. Is that sun in your eyes?
A little bit, but
Let's get you moved. All right, so scooch to the front, feet about shoulder width apart, hands down by your side. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be reading some more instructions, okay?
okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to make a fist with both hands, and I want you to extend your index fingers and turn your palms forward. It's going to be like this. When I say begin, you're going to tilt your head back to a 45-degree angle and close your eyes. It's going to be like this. Back at a 45.
This is ridiculous. Why can't they just do a breathalyzer? Just have on-site breathalyzer tests. Why not?
45-degree angle, and you're going to close your eyes.
Okay.
When I tell you to, you're going to touch the tip of your nose with the tip of your finger, your index finger, and immediately return it to your side. This is the tip of your nose, right?
Okay.
This is the tip of your finger.
Okay.
This is the pad of your finger,
Yes, sir.
and these are the sides of your fingers, okay?
said what?
Tip of your finger with the tip of your nose.
Okay.
When I say right, you must touch your right index finger to your nose. When I say left, you must touch your left index finger to your nose.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Begin.
He didn't say right or left.
You didn't say which finger.
Okay. So you got to listen to the task, okay?
Yes,
He didn't say which finger. I don't even think the cops who administer this field or water sobriety test could pass it. I would like to see just a regular, what percent of 100 people, let's just take a slice of 100 people so we can have a nice even number. What percentage of 100 people would pass the field sobriety test on dry land? And then take those exact same 100 and see if they would pass it on the water. I bet not many people can pass the field sobriety test because it looks like, if it's just me taking a look from the outside in, it looks like they're designed to fail the individual.
Okay, so what position did I have you in when I told you to begin?
sir.
Okay, so you're going to need to have your head tilted back to a 45, eyes closed, and then I'll give you the directions, okay?
Okay.
Left. go ahead and return it, sir. Right. You can go ahead and return. Left. You can return, sir. Right. Go ahead and return. Right. Return. Left. Return, sir. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Repeat this, speed up as you go, and do not stop until told. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Begin.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Who the hell develops this stuff, man? I think this is a humiliation ritual. This is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen law enforcement have anybody do.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The second task is to memorize the position of your fists after you've counted to 4. You're going to clap your hands 3 times and return your fists to the memorized position. Like this. 1, 2, 3. Back in the memorized position. The third task is to move your fists in a step-like fashion in reverse, counting out loud from 5 to 8 and returning your left fist to your chest. 5, 6, 7, 8. Put this is the center of the chest. The fourth task is to open your hands with palms down and place them on your lap.
Do you understand?
So count it 1 to 4.
I can I can go over all the tasks again for you, or you want to go over them again? All right.
Let's
Do you understand?
Let's just see if we can get people to fail this.
1, 2, 3, 4. And you said count backwards.
Just do your best.
5,
Do the best so you can remember.
7, 6, 5. And then you said, I think you said like this.
Okay. Can I talk? Yeah. All right, you stay put right here and I'll be right back, okay? All right. Let's do, you got some shoes? I want to have a chat with you over here real quick.
I do.
All right, grab your shoes. Do you have any jacket or a life jacket or something like that?
I have a life jacket.
You got or a shirt or whatever you want to put on? All right, grab your shirt, grab your shoes for a second. Hey, can we have someone, after we go over there, go over with the camera and snap pictures of the bottles and stuff for me? His service pistol LT is on the boat. Is it your service one or just off-duty one? Off-duty, I'm sorry. What we're going to do is we're going to carefully walk over here.
Now, have you seen preferential treatment yet? Stay tuned.
Just watch your step as you go across, right? We'll go up onto the dock right there. Hang on 1 second, man. All right, let's walk up here for a second. I want to chat with you a little bit more after you. You go ahead. After me? Yeah. So the lieutenant back there is going to chat with your family as well. You good right here, man. Okay, so listen. Oh, you okay?
Yeah,
Lost your balance there?
I was walking over there with
Okay.
the other people.
So do me a favor, turn around for me.
Okay.
You are being placed under arrest for voting under the influence, okay? I just didn't want to do it in front of your family. I'll explain your options here in a second.
What did I do wrong?
So
Preferential treatment, because they would have arrested you in front of your family, but they're not going to arrest the fellow Thin Blue Line member in front of his family.
I see signs of impairment, odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from your breath.
Okay.
All right, so I saw signs of that would indicate impairment, right? So slurred speech, odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from your breath. Obviously, there was beer cans or alcoholic beverage, empty beverages on the inside the boat, but on your standard field sobriety test, there were some indicators in there as well that showed.
0.156 and 0.165 charged with boating under the influence, but he also had a concealed handgun. And in the state of Florida, that's another charge. Now, if they didn't give him that charge, then they treated him differently than they would have treated you, because you would have got that charge. You would have been arrested in front of your family. And my question is, why did they continue with the nonsensical tests when they have the technology to show you pretty close to what your blood alcohol level is? And yet they don't do it.
As you should know by watching my videos, I'm very neutral in regards to law enforcement. I honestly believe that the vast majority of cops out there are good law-abiding citizens.
The vast majority of cops are good law-abiding citizens, but the vast majority of cops will enforce the drug law. They will enforce gun laws. We've seen it with the armed fishermen and anybody in Florida who decides to take a firearm with them as they're going hunting or fishing or camping. We already know that the cops have probably seen these videos, or a lot of these videos, especially the ones in Florida, and yet they will violate the rights of a fellow American. Besides that, they shouldn't even be following the law of Florida. They should be going, you know what? We got a Second Amendment. Anybody shall not be infringed, man. Everybody's got the unalienable right to carry whatever kind of firearm they want to carry wherever they are. I don't care if they're in the supermarket, going fishing, going camping, going to grandma's house, trouncing through the woods. Everybody's got the right to keep and bear arms. You cannot say that the vast majority of law enforcement officials are good people because they swore to violate people's rights while they're swearing to uphold those rights. They're utter hypocrites. Taking that oath is utter hypocrisy. Especially if you're going to enforce drug laws and traffic laws, you are a tyrant. So I disagree with Donnie Rapture there. I do appreciate the fact that he releases these videos so we can take a look at, what's going on. But this is preferential treatment. I have not heard Sheriff Grady Judd talk about this guy. I don't know if the guy's fired. And if he was fired, he's probably just going to go to the next county over and get another job and everything will be just, hunky dory. But I did not see under Donnie Rapture's video anywhere in the description. I looked at a lot of comments. I was trying to find out what the name of this guy was. I did a Google search for this particular situation and where it was and that he was a Polk County Sheriff's deputy. I looked on the Facebook page and couldn't find the name of this law enforcement officer. Why are they going to conceal a law enforcement officer's identity, but they'll put you in some Jailbirds magazine with your picture in your county so that you can be humiliated in front of your friends? Whenever you engage cops, don't talk to them. You don't have to. There's no obligation to talk to them. You don't have to be rude. Just say, I am an American and I have the right to be silent. And so I'm just going to use that right. I'm standing on that right. I'm exercising that right. And I just want you to know that. And then zip it. That's it. You're done. You don't have to talk to the FWC. You don't have to talk to a trooper. You don't have to talk to a police officer or a deputy. I don't care if he's a captain, lieutenant. It doesn't matter. You don't have to talk to him. You're under no obligation to open your trap. So tell you what, shut your trap. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. I will leave this link to the entire Donnie Rapture video if you want to see it in its entirety without commentary. Remember, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. I would just ask you also, go to my brand new political channel called The Disturbing Illusion. Over there, we're going to expose the left versus right paradigm lie that is completely destroying this country. I'll see you in the next video.